I said, well, what do you think that means? And he thought about it and he says, I don't know, and he was thinking about it. And then he looked at me and he said, I think it's fear. Yeah, there's a really strong association of blackness with crime, and black men in particular are associated with violent crime. And you know, it's one of the strongest stereotypes of African Americans in this country. And it's so strong that even little children, you know, can be exposed to it and have some sense of it, even without their parents telling them. They kind of pick this up. For example, I have a son who, when he was in first grade, he was asking me, he says, Mommy, do you think people think about black people, you know, in a different way from white people? And I said, well, why do you think that? And he said, I don't know. I just get this feeling that there's something different. I asked him to give me an example, and he thought about it, and he said, well, you know, we were at the grocery store the other day, and I remember a black guy came into the store. So we lived at the time in a mostly white neighborhood. And so he says a black guy came into the store, and I just noticed that people kind of stayed away from him a little bit, and it was almost like he had an invisible force field around him. And he said when he got into the line, his line was the shortest line for a long time. And I said, well, what do you think that means? And he thought about it and he says, I don't know, and he was thinking about it. And then he looked at me and he said, I think it's fear.